Good morning, everyone. I am just give me a second here and taking us live on Instagram. There we go. And I'm back. And so happy to be with you on this Saturday morning. And as we get started today, I feel compelled to share a story because it speaks to one of the reasons that we are here every week. Doing these live streams and bringing us more closely aligned with our heart. I want to give honor to our neighbor, Andy, and I'll just share briefly a little bit about his life because there's a theme here that I see, and I hope you'll see it, and maybe we can all honor him today. So, and for what he shows us. So, Andy is in his 70s. He was a Vietnam vet. And after the war, he definitely struggled with mental health issues, which led him down the path of alcohol addiction. At some point after that, he also had a mountain biking incident. And so between that and some other things that impacted his health, he was prescribed painkillers. And so became addicted to both drugs and alcohol. And that took him down a path with his life that his family separated from him, friends have separated from him, and he's lived alone now for the majority of the second portion of his life, and his health has declined severely over the years. And so what we just experienced yesterday was 2 police cars and an ambulance and fire truck in front of his house because, thank God, one of the neighbors noticed packages building up on his front step. And what they discovered was him on the ground. He has been alone. He fell for 5 days with no food and water, and his health is severely compromised. So we can look at that life from a couple of different lenses, right? There's a lot there to unpack, and we can point fingers and blame. But blame has us being a victim. It's a tricky one. It leaves us feeling as if we're powerless, and powerless to choices, powerless to our life. And the greatest message that I believe Andy can show us is a path where that takes you when you believe that and resonate with that, and you create that reality for yourself. We are not powerless at all. We're not powerless to our circumstances. We're not powerless to systems and structures that are out there that don't make choices, in my opinion, that are the best for humanity. They don't reflect love for humanity. And we have the power every day to change that. It requires us to self-love ourselves, to every day make a choice of self-love, and then being able to see. When we can self-love, we can see other opportunities, other choices, other directions, and create a completely different experience and reality for ourselves. I always say you can't see all the ways things can go right, and we can't see all the ways things can go wrong. So today he's a reminder to all of us of a direction things can go when we are not acting in a way of self-love for ourselves and allowing others to do that to us as well. Or we can choose self-love and create a reality for us in a completely different direction that we can't even fathom all the ways it can go right. And so today in our practice, I ask you to connect, use your breath to take you inside to the truth, to your truth. Where are we acting in a way that's not self-love? I'm taking myself there today. Where do I continue to allow this mind of mine try to take me to places that don't serve me and don't serve humanity. I don't want to create a reality like that. I want to create a reality that is based on love, compassion, gratitude, giving, receiving, service, all those things. So, Ed, will you help take us there today? Will you help connect us with our breath and take us inside our bodies, inside that place? It's such a soft voice that speaks gently to us because it's patient and loving.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Excited to be with you today. It's so great to be alive and the challenges that we all have. Everybody's being challenged. So as you settle into your body, whatever that means to you, whether it means you're seated cross-legged or you're seated in a chair or maybe you're doing some yoga while you're listening and doing the breathing, honoring that timeless intuition that every human being has access to. So I'm going to begin by simply getting centered, letting my eyes close, becoming aware of my breath, and just noticing it the most simplistic way, this breath is giving me a life. An opportunity. And we live at a time where necessarily it's not what you're doing, it's what you're being, while you're doing. The being cannot be corrupted. It doesn't care about outcomes. It just shows up and guides. And you allow this breath in and out of your body, in and out of your mind, to produce, let's start with self-like. I like myself. Now, there can be a lot of fear in self-like, in the surface mind. But in the deeper mind, fear dissolves and it's replaced, for a lack of a better term, inner courage. Today, for you, might be courage just to get out of bed, just to face someone, or face a responsibility, or a bill, or something on the surface mind is uncomfortable. But how else would we learn our lessons? And as you begin to slow your breath down, I want you to take your mind, your brain, wherever you believe you're getting this, into your spine. Into your backbone. Now you can guide the breath into your spine, your backbone, or you can sit back and witness and watch where the breath goes on its own. The choice is yours. Both are good choices. And as the breath begins to light up the spine like a Christmas tree, begin to notice the organs that are in front of your spine. Starting with the bottom of the body, the reproductive organs. Your intestines. Your kidneys. Your liver and gallbladder. your stomach and spleen. And at the top of that pyramid is a minor nervous system called your enteric nervous system. And this is being stimulated by the strength and flexibility of your thoracic diaphragm during your inhale. What is the signal that the biology of these organs are sending into the nerve endings of your spine up into your brain? And as you begin to focus on your breath and focus on your brain, it's important to know that we only have so much control over what occurs in these bodies, in these lives. So much of it, we are just making it up as we go along, and that's how it's been for generations. And as we move from the 3D world, the brain world, into the heart world, the 5D world, there's some bumps in the road. This is where the breath control will keep you connected to the structures of your source during the transition from the brain world to the heart world, the courage world. I like to say anything my brain can do, my heart can do 10 times better, more efficient, cleanly, without any regret or guilt. So just take a moment to gently deepen your breath without straining. Allow the ocean sound to form in your throat. So we're creating a physiological and psychological filter for the mind. And then notice how you're using your mind to insert it into the present moment for you. Are you coming in from above? Do you come in from below? Are you equal to the narrative? I like to come in from above, like a drone. I can see the ticker tape. I choose to make an incision into the present moment, the subjective state, a fraction of an inch higher than the last time that came up on my timeline. And the timeline starts to take off faster, higher in my self-awareness. Every day I practice this. The old habits and social modeling becomes almost a joke. I forgive myself for being involved in that. And then I come back to the present moment and I place something beautiful there. When you sense your inhale is complete, I want you to focus on your nostrils and the very top of your lungs. And I want you to keep inhaling. Keep inhaling. Keep inhaling. Keep expanding. Keep inhaling. Keep inhaling. Keep inhaling. Keep inhaling. Feel the muscular action, but also feel the spiritual connection. Keep inhaling more of this invisible energy. And then pause. And then exhale slowly with an ocean sound. And just allow everything to reform. And let's take a look at the other end of the breathing seesaw. And just begin your exhale. And keep exhaling. Keep exhaling. Keep exhaling. Now, the deeper you exhale, you're not going to require fear. You're not going to require separation. You're not going to require any anxiety, even though it's going to be shaky. Then hold out for a moment, then recoil, inhale. Exhale. Land the plane. Get back into your body. Feel these gases and fluids rebalance on their own genius. You don't have to do anything except sit back and witness how the technique integrates into you. Allow your hands to be palms up and free yourself up. On the next inhale, take your arms overhead and let them come over to the opposite elbow. And just pull back. And now take a couple deep breaths. This is great for your lymphatic system. It's great for cerebral spinal fluid draining down from the trunk of the brain. It's great for athletes and people trying to open their rib cage from the inside out and become more flexible through the upper rib line. Then just go to the left, go to the right. When I do this, I like to press into my right leg and then go out to the left. And then press into my left leg and then go out to my right. Doesn't even matter if you're in a chair. This is the way I want you to unlock the moments. Using the wisdom of the DNA and the cross-sequencing of the DNA. So it's press right, sway left. Press left, sway right. Get length through the spine. Let it be meditative and nurturing, not violent and competitive. And the next time you come back, just take your hands, energize and look up, and just bathe yourself in light that you can't see with your eyes, but your deeper mind is certainly aware of its knowledge and presence. Your hands will come back to your thighs. Bring your right hand up to your nose, curl the first two fingers in, take your thumb, close off the right nostril, and inhale slowly up the left nasal channel. Close off the left, release the thumb pad, exhale right. Relax. Inhale, right nostril slowly. Close off, release, exhale left. Inhale up the left nostril. Pause the breathing. Close off the left nostril, release the thumb pad, exhale down the right. Pause the breathing. Inhale up the right nostril. Pause the breathing. Close off the right nostril, exhale. Pause the breathing. Bring the hand down. Turn the palms up. Inhale. This time sweep the arms out wider than last time. Open your heart to the experience. Interlace your fingers and pull up and hold the breath in. Squeeze your core. Lift the ribs away from the hips and just cleanse the gastrointestinal organs. Be really still mentally, physically. And when the timing's right for you, lift your chin, energize your hands, and reach out from your shoulders. Reach out from your chest. Reach out from your hands. And let your hands slowly come back to your legs. Pause. Take a deep breath in. Hold in and lift your ribs away from your hips. Strong suction in the solar plexus. Exhale slowly through your nose. Ride that wave of exhalation. Become familiar with exhalation. Hold the breath out and push the thoracic diaphragm down into your intestines. When you're ready to breathe, inhale your arms out and up. Get a good grip. 2, become 1. Pull up, hold in. Squeeze your core. Lift your ribs. Long spine. Open mind. Be on the full human adventure of this experience. Exhale, lift your chin. Energize your hands. And be with that light that you can't see with your eyes. When your hands come back to your thighs, straighten your spine. Take a deep breath in. At the apex of the inhale, retain the breath and lift your ribs away from your hips. And just be here. Feel all the love this area has for you. And then exhale slowly. Go deeper into your body. And at the final part of the exhale, hold the breath out and then push the diaphragm down into your intestines, down towards your pelvic floor. Notice what happens around your ears, eyes, and forebrain region. When you're ready to breathe, sweep your arms out and up again. Long spine, steeple awareness. Your body's a church. This position is the steeple of the church. Our bodies are temples, communication devices. When it's uncomfortable, open yourself up to the light that can't be seen, but most certainly can be felt and heard. When your hands come back to your thighs, take a deep breath in. Hold, lift up, draw energy up. Imagine the brain has a vacuum and it's drawing the energy up from the pelvis. And then exhale slowly. Hold the breath out and push down. And imagine there's a vacuum at the pelvic floor that's pulling the energy down from the brain stem, the claustrum of the brain. Don't strain. Last round. Have fun. Fun's okay. Go through the technique. It's inhale, hold, lift up, draw up. Exhale, hold out, push down. But watch what boomerangs up when you push down. That's that light. When you're ready to breathe, bring the right hand back up, curl the first 2 fingers in, close off the right nostril, and inhale so sweetly and slowly up that left nostril into your intuitive section of the right frontal lobe, and pause. Close off the left nostril, exhale down the right slowly and sweetly, and then pause. Inhale slowly and sweetly up the right nostril into the beautiful qualities of your left frontal lobe that have served you so well in your life, and hold in. Close off, release, exhale slowly down the left nostril. Let the hand come back. Readjust your body if you need to. Get comfortable inside your body. And feel this deeper signal, this courageous signal for self-like. And if we can continue to nourish, take care, there will be more than self-like. But let's start with self-like this morning. Just become your own best friend. Friends have great relationships, but they also can go through strain. On the next inhale, inhale only 25% of your capacity and pause. Squeeze your body. Relax. Inhale another 25%. Pause. Squeeze your body. Relax. Inhale 25% more. Squeeze your body. Relax your body. Inhale 100%. Squeeze your body. Lift your chin, purse your lips, inhale quickly through your mouth and swallow the air. Pull the blades back, squeeze your body. Be still, be silent. Feel the vibration of your light. When it's time to let the moment go, let it go with great care. Slow motion exhale. All the way. What the heck? Longer than normal. Slow motion inhale. All the way up to the pit of the throat. Slow motion exhale. There's so much more there. If we can master this as a species right now. So just know you're doing the best you can. You're being the best you can every moment of your life. No one's got a headlock on the truth of everything. We are all pieces of a puzzle that are supposed to be here right now, and this is a time to grow from the inside out. Let go of all the attachments that we have in our mind, which are a challenge. This is why this slower breathing reorganizes our sense of self. So let's reverse that last technique to create autonomic balance. So slow motion inhale when you're ready, and then retain the breath inward and go inward. Now relax around this holding and witness and observe the inner landscape without judgment or harshness or hate. It is what it is for now. And then when you're ready, exhale 25% of the pressure and pause. Squeeze your body. 25% more. Pause. Squeeze your body. 25% more. Pause. Squeeze your body. Last exhale. Hold out. Squeeze your body. Cook out all contaminants. And then a really slow inhale. All the way. Really slow exhale. All the way. Continue with this. Ocean sound if you need it. Take the least amount of breaths per minute and begin to notice what happens. Where do I feel heat just from slowing my breath down? This increased circulation and vibrancy with a lower heart rate, something that I'm interested in. Many styles of meditation. Choosing the one that's right for you is important based on where you are in your journey. The opening few salvos that we take in meditation can be difficult. The ego will resist being still. It resists silence. It resists being looked at from the higher mind and judged rather than it judging us. So let's just lose the term meditation and let's use a word I like called noticing. And noticing is like Switzerland. It doesn't take sides of good thought, bad thought. It's just a thought. It's just a cellular, electronic situation in the brain, chemistry. So just notice the mind. And what's coming up for you today? Just in a noticing mode. Look at that. I never heard that. Or boy, that's getting old. Just notice the mind with awareness. Don't notice your mind with know-it-all judgment. That's not going to work. Noticing your mind and whatever's going on with you right now with awareness. Knowing that you're doing the best you can every single moment of your life, or you would have done better. The ego doesn't want you to know that. That's right. Every moment of your life, you've been your best version of yourself. And if you could have done better, you would have. It's important to know there's no judgment there and all is forgiven. You are a free human being, free to choose. And boy, that's great to know that. I'm going to stand up and do a stretch. Join me. Feet come together. Slide my hands down my legs. Knees are bent. Hands to the ground. And I release my spine. I release my mind. And I look back behind me. And I just begin to walk in place. Lubricating the joints of the feet, the ball joint and heel plate, your beautiful calf muscles, knee tendons, hamstring cables, buttock muscles. Start to really flood that low back area, places where we see compaction and contusion. That lumbar 4-5, it loves this. So our head's below the heart, we're in an inversion. So if you have high blood pressure issues, you want to be mindful of that when you come back up. It could be a little wobbly for a second as CO2 levels will rebalance. But if it feels okay, go a little deeper. And then if you wish, bring your hands behind your legs. Take a deep breath in, lock your elbows and look up. And then exhale, pull yourself down and hold the breath out and roll your buttock up. Inhale, lock your elbows, straighten your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your elbows, pull yourself down, hold the breath out, and roll your buttock up. Inhale, straighten your arms, look forward. Exhale, pull down, look back, roll the buttock up. On the next inhale, bend your knees, bring your hands to your knees, come up. Feel that. I'm going to go to a chair. Get to whatever the comfortable seated position for you is. Let's get down to the heart of the matter here. Close your eyes. And on your inhale, I want you to inhale from your brain to your heart. And on your exhale, I want you to exhale from your heart to the center of your brain. Get a little deeper inside your purpose. Inhaling from the brain to the heart. Exhaling from the heart up to the brain. Now remain the witness, the noticer, to how these two organs communicate why you're here, what your purpose is, And when the heart and brain come together, a lot of names for it. But you'll find meaning, and that's important to Wendy and me. Because where there's meaning, there's purpose. And where there's purpose, there's resiliency. And where there's resiliency, we'll find truth. So using your mind, follow the inhale and follow the exhale on this beautiful 16, 18-inch journey from the heart to the brain and the brain to the heart. And when your inhale is complete, let's retain the breath. And I want you to merge whatever you were just breathing down from your brain into the core of your heart. The heart will discard what is not of value, and whatever is left in your mind is of still value for you in your journey. And then after the exhale is complete, hold the breath out, and whatever your heart sent up to your brain, allow the brain to sort it out and place it into the various regions of the brain so that we have it on file when our mind requires its service. So just go with that for a minute or so here and now. Holding in, bringing the brain to the heart, and holding out, bringing the heart to the center of the brain. And when these two become one, there's no confusion. There's no chaos. Your path is clear, and what's in front of you is your task. Notice the layers that we're able to penetrate. Just one more round. Linking breath with the mind and using retentions to merge the brain and the heart. We want to show the mind this. And then let your body breathe on its own. Readjust it. And as you're breathing slowly, I want you to tune your mental awareness to the deepest signal that you have access to in your biology today. Inside this body, there is consciousness. And what layer of consciousness do you have access to right now? Pretty good. Notice how this consciousness talks to you. Notice the part of yourself that's listening to what's conscious inside you. Notice the level of discernment, level of value, level of wealth. Level of courage. And now that we've tried on this self-like, and we've practiced a few techniques, notice how we seamlessly, organically move into self-love. We bypassed all the speed traps and mirror mazes of the ego to get to self-love, but we started with self-like. We changed our physiology and our neurochemistry with some simple breath exercises that everybody can do. And now, all of a sudden, there's just self-love. These are classic moments where nothing needs to fall away from the mind or nothing needs to be added to the mind. These are God-like moments, deeply fulfilling and rewarding to those who do the work. So as you breathe, for the rest of this day, wherever you may be in the world, try to relax a little bit. And as you breathe and relax, as you move through this day, wherever you are in the world, try to feel a little bit more as the witness, as the noticer, rather than the judge or the jury. And know that when self-love might not be available to you for a breath, know that self-like is, and self-love is only one breath away. Thank you so much for your support and your donations. And I'm going to shift this back to my beautiful bride, Wendy.
I wanted to let everybody know that as of this moment in time, Andy is still with us. He wasn't supposed to make it through the night. And so when I think about what his body has endured all these years, the body's a reflection of the choices we make. But the body's not who we are. That soul that animates every single one of us is in there, waiting to be heard, waiting for you to choose that voice to live with, to be with, to create with. And for those of us connected to Andy, I believe that's what his soul is showing us right now, is that these bodies aren't real. What animates us is so much more powerful, and every single one of us has the opportunity to choose that every second. So every second, people are choosing not to connect with that. Every second, people are choosing to connect with it and wake up. And so I just can't wait to hear how many people, even if I never hear it, how many people Andy's soul is waking up right now. Thank you so much for being with us today. Please consider making a donation. There are other souls we want to wake up. We want to support structures, organizations, people that are choosing self-love and the uplifting of humanity. And I hope you'll help us do that too. Have a wonderful, beautiful week. And we'll see you next Saturday. Thank you.